I'm in Brisbane to join hands with our brothers who are from this very great and great organization called Musidal, who are members of the Fulbe Australia national body that brings all Fulbe organizations together. And we do this yearly. And we're here tonight to celebrate diversity, to celebrate languages, to celebrate multicultural Australia.
Well, you see, culturally for us, we grew up seeing our people, Fulbe, coming together to celebrate, just like other African cultures, to celebrate birthdays, sympathize with the bereaved, on public holidays, like during our festivities, coming together. And coming from that background, we have sort of continued it here because it's part of our culture, it's part of that African culture.
Because I think it's really important for refugee and migrant communities in Australia to have a strong sense of who they are, and being able to retain a language is very important.
I think so far, to be honest, I think the conference has been very successful. I mean, I did like the workshop session that we had, and because it basically gives more power to our children, and the elders, to give them more voice, to tell us what they think, So I thought that session, part of it, was really helpful.
Well, I'm the chairperson for the Fuller Friends of South Australia, which is the Fuller community organization that's in South Australia. I'm the chairperson. So I'm here representing my community. And I'm really happy to be here, really happy to be in Queensland.
The conference as a whole exceeded my expectations because of the logistics and how hard it is to be able to build up a conference of this scale, given the fact that Queensland has a very small community of the Fulbe in Australia.
I learned that your language is very special to you, and it's very good for you to learn, and you'll teach your kids later on your language and your culture.
I was invited to share my personal observations and experience of being a member of the Vietnamese community. The Vietnamese community has been settled in Australia for the last 40 years now.
I expect this to grow exponentially. I expect this to grow and make sure that people contribute a lot to this because it brings us together as not in our own individual state. We do activities and do events and cultural stuff within every state, but this brings us all together to make it as a one.
I guess I have gained a lot of experience, especially the guest speakers that we have today. It's really a good thing for people that have young kids. So we learned so much today, and we know the community here is a very small group, but we are very happy what they've done today. Yeah, we're happy to help them as well. So I think I learned a lot as well, working together.
I would just say I'm privileged to be here, representing my community, representing the Fullers of New South Wales, Sydney. And yeah, I'm happy, it's a joyful day, and everyone is celebrating.
I came here to promote the Fulbe culture and then the language. Yeah, that's my goal actually, because I've been working as a PRO for almost 4 to 5 years when I was in Sydney. So like I'm one of the co-founder of this conference we are doing now. In Africa, there are at least maybe about 30 million Fulbe, but they are spread in about over 20 countries, at least 20 countries. Like from Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Burkina Faso, Mali, Nigeria, Niger, Senegal, name it, all over West Africa and some parts of East Africa, like up to Sudan. Some say we may have come from up
somewhere Somalia, somewhere like Ethiopia. Some say, oh, maybe we came from around the Red Sea, from Egypt. So there is no one consensus, but we came. And like many, because we are and have been for many ages nomadic in a way. We move around a lot, you know. We have not been sedentary so much, especially as many of our people were cattle herders. And you know the cattle, you follow the pasture. This season, they may be green here. Next season, it may be green somewhere else. And you have a large herd of cattle. So, and that's your livelihood. So we are actually the largest nomadic people in the world in terms of population. Yeah.